Underneath my kitchen there's a small storage space which can be accessed through a small door like a hatch in the floor. During the kitchen renovation I was laying down the laminate flooring, marking the position of the hatch. Then with the help of my circular saw, adjusting the depth of the blade to 9 mm, the thickness of the laminated boards, I cropped a square in the flooring, which was then glued to the actual wooden hatch. I used an oak composite board from my local hardware store, believing that it will be a nice solid access hatch for this basement pantry. This is the old hatch made out of an heavy, loud metal plate. The wooden replacement proved to be a real pain because after several days it bent really bad. So I had to make 2 of these steel corner profiles to strengthen it. This thing sorted out, it was time to focus on the interior. It is full of items because every time we have an object that we no longer use but don't want to throw it away yet, my wife says, "Take it to the basement, dear." After measuring these ugly walls, I went along to paint some polystyrene sheets to cover them. This is extruded polystyrene that I had in stock from previous projects, not expanded, so it is higher density and it's stronger. Then I used this primer to prime the ceiling and the walls because they kept pouring dust and sand continuously and it drives me crazy. Looking for a perfect fit and cutting bits if necessary with a cutter. This is adhesive foam for polystyrene boards. This one does not expand. I had to remove some old remainings from previous installations. And look at how ugly and uneven this thing is. Then it started raining, but raining really bad, raining like hell. Now that the walls were covered, I went to painting the ceiling and whatever was left. And while the painting was drying, I added this micro switch to the hatch, which turns on the light automatically when the hatch opens and turns it off when the hatch closes. Going in, light turns on automatically. Do my job, getting out, lights turn off. Now that the painting is sorted out, I am going to address the shelves and the rest of the mess. I'm going to cover the shelves with this membrane left over from when I did the roofing, which is a waterproof membrane. and repopulating the shelves. Then the next shelf. Now that everything is in order and all the mess has gone, the garbage thrown away, I covered this concrete slab with the same primer I used on the walls and ceiling to stop it from producing sand and dust. And this is an improvised ventilation made out of an old computer fan. Cleaning the stairs. Painting the stairs. The final touch. This is a reverse osmosis filter for drinking water, and this is a water heater for the kitchen sink. And what a good Romanian would be without his entire collection of empty jars and empty bottles. Well, these are kept for refilling. This is homemade alcohol. I got it from various acquaintances. I don't know why I keep it, because I don't drink this stuff. Candles. Yeah, you don't know when you need them. Various pots and pans. When I switched over to induction from gas cooking, they are no longer compatible, but I don't want to throw them away yet. Water chiller and electric meat grinder, and the manual meat grinder for backup. Trays, plates, bowls, cups, and glasses. And these are supplies from when the pandemic started. Sunflower oil, cans, rice, sugar, corn flour, white beans, a lot of pasta, and this is where the goodies start. When my parents retired, they bought themselves a house and a garden in the country, and they produced vegetables and fruits for their own use. They made these great recipes. These are vegetables ready to cook, all natural and organic. Jars full of whole tomatoes in tomato juice. These are pickled bell peppers and cucumbers in vinegar. This is tomato juice, pure tomato and no other garbage. Tomatoes in Romanian is roșii, which basically means red, the color red. Pickled cucumbers in brine, tomatoes in brine, hot peppers in vinegar. This is a delicious dish we call zakuska, mashed vegetables, especially eggplant and pepper. This looks like lard, but it is honey. Natural, delicious honey which crystallizes after a while. This is beeswax, scraped from the honeycomb. Jams, natural organic jams. This is Rose's jam. T stands from Trandafiri. 2017, Trandafir means roses and comes from the Greek triantafilo, which means 30 petals. Apricot jam, we call it kaise, which comes from the Greek kaisi. Apricot is a French word. V is not from vendetta, but from vishine, which means sour cherry. This word coming from Turkish word vishne. Strawberry jam, in Romanian căpșune. 3 jars are made with sweetener by my wife. This is quince jam, in Romanian gutuie. Apricot compote, we also say compote here. Romanian is a Latin language, but it's got its influences from the people all over this region. Just like at the beach, but with proper social distancing.
Pantry, I-17, kilometers by left, wind 60 degrees.